Hello there, it's Mike with the Fish Tank Barn, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about the Victorian cichlids that are living here in the Fish Tank Barn. So something pretty excited to share with you. This video was kind of inspired by the last meeting we had at our local aquarium club. We had Michael Liu come, and he spoke about rare and unusual cichlids, which was pretty interesting. I learned quite a bit. Learned there was quite a few different lakes than the normal rift lakes. So pretty interesting stuff. Some pretty interesting fish. He did bring some fish along for the auction, which I was able to win one of the auction items, so we'll see that at the end of the video. Go ahead here and I'll give you guys a tour of the Victorian cichlids that are living here in the Fish Tank Barn. Alright, the first Victorian tank we come to is the Pundamilia nyeri tank. So if you can see there, the dominant male just came out. Got these back in November. And these guys have really grown and colored up. So that's the dominant male right there. He is staying in the rocks right now. You can see there's a whole bunch of subdominant males in here. I don't find the aggression in here to be too bad. You know, I don't see too much fighting or anything like that. I mean, other than like what you kind of see here, some chasing most of the time. I'm pretty stoked to see how these guys have turned out. I do want to see some fry eventually. I think that's coming in the near future. Right now, I've not seen anyone holding in this tank, but all in all, it's done pretty well. This is a 75-gallon tank that is on a central system with two other African cichlid tanks that were 75 gallons and the 54-gallon bow front tank that has the swordtails and guppies and stuff like that in it. So. Alright, the next tank we have here are my zebra obliquidans. You have quite a few fry in here from these guys. The ones you're looking at now were the ones that were spit out in the bag when I first got these fish. So these guys have gotten about 2 inches long now. There is a holding female in the back there. I don't think you can see her real well. The thing with these guys is the adults often hide in the rockwork here. I do apologize for the little bit of algae that's in here. These guys have taken okay to plants, so I have put some Vallisneria in here. And there are some smaller obliquidans in here as well from some other subsequent spawns. They're in the mat here, and they'll come out from time to time. There's another. These guys have been pretty productive for me. So, and I've only had these guys since December. So. Another pretty good Victorian fish. Alright, so the next tank we've come to here are my Hasta Tilapia Aniyah color. These guys are from Lake Victoria as well. You can see one of the males here. These guys are still pretty juvenile. They're about 3 inches long, but they're still quite small. So, but the funny thing is if you look at that fish right there, that fish is already holding. There's a couple of them in here that are already holding, and they're like super small. I mean, back in February, and they were quite small. So the fact that they're already holding is kind of a really cool thing. So hopefully we'll get some fry out of these. These are a care species, so it'd be definitely good to get them to some other people. So really looking forward to that. These guys have been sort of aggressive, but not really too bad. There's a lone male upstairs that I'll show you in just a minute from a prior attempt with these fish where he kind of went berserk and killed everybody. But he's upstairs in a 29-gallon, so we'll show him here in just a minute. But these guys are doing good. We've already got some spawning action from them, so definitely good stuff. Here's the big male Hasta Tilapia Aniyah color. So he's was the one that kind of killed everybody. First group I got back last November. But he's doing good in here. He just hangs out here in the 29-gallon tank by himself. Really don't want to put anything else in with him. At some point, you know, this tank is kind of nicely aquascaped. You know, he's a full-grown male. So I'm keeping him in here. If I get bigger females, eventually maybe I'll pair him up with some. See? We'll see what the other males look like and if they kind of look like the same area. Maybe I'll do that, but maybe not. We'll see. All right, coming up to the new fish here. They are pretty tiny, but what they are, they're Haplochromous species blue obliquidans. So What these guys turn into is they'll turn into fish with a blue body and a red tail. So definitely something that is pretty cool to check out. So once again, that's the Haplochromous species blue obliquidans. I got these guys right now like in a 22-gallon tank to just grow them out, and then from there we'll get them into something else. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the Victorian cichlids that are here. You guys know the Victorian cichlids aren't as common in the hobby as your Lake Tanganyika and Lake Malawi, but same time, definitely some very interesting fish, some very cool fish. Definitely very excited to see the Haplochromous species blue obliquidans grow up, color up, and see how they turn out. So it's definitely something I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a while, but definitely something worth waiting for. If you like this content, check out some of the other videos. If you like the channel, please like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. And as always, thank you for watching. Keep on breeding, stay fishy, and I'll catch you later.